Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Monday, March 4th, and the energies in the day adds up and reduce to the number 6 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. As I got into today's day, I don't know why I'm getting like a kitchen scene in my mind. And I feel like the reason why a kitchen scene is playing out in my mind is because, okay, so the day adds up and reduces to number 6 vibration, and that deals with Venus, Venusian things of value, beauty, balance, creativity, just things that makes us feel good and things that create order. And then the number 6 energy deals with family, responsibility, community, love, romance, and things like that on the positive aspect of that. And then today's Monday, Moon Day, and the moon is in Sag. So the moon energy and Venusian energy does bring me something to home, and maybe the kitchen because, okay, so I can see the kitchen in the sense that when it comes to today's vibe, I could see for some people, maybe like say, for example, you've been good. You've been good as far as like you're on some kind of a new lifestyle change when it comes to eating and things like that. And you've been doing well. And then all of a sudden today, it's like, you know, those treats, those things call you that you've been doing such a good job of like disconnecting from. It's like all of a sudden those things feel like they're calling. But the reason why they're calling or their call might feel so strong is because it's like there's something else that wants your attention today, but it's so hard to acknowledge or to see that thing that wants your attention. So instead, it's easier to pretty much like numb oneself, in order to not feel. So today is a day where a lot of us could definitely find ourselves putting more time in on social media than normal. And it's very important for us to be conscious of the things that we're consuming, because on a day like today, it's easy to find yourself feeling, even though with a day like today, I feel like the feelings won't hit until tomorrow. Today will be the day where it's like someone goes down a rabbit hole and is jumping in and out of a bunch of randomness. It's like anything to focus on what needs to be really focused on. And through all the different things that you're rumbling through on the internet, it's like something will catch you in your tracks. And whatever that thing is that catch you in your tracks is going to send you into reflection mode as you're reflecting on certain aspects of your life where the foundation isn't strong. But with how the moon is set up and not wanting to feel anything and reflect on anything that causes you to really reflect on your current situation, you know, it's so easy to be outside yourself. Where tomorrow, so today, like yesterday, might feel like going to a party in a club where the music is thumping, but you're enjoying it. And the music is going doof, 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 and you're in the mood, doof, 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 doof. And then finally, and even though, say, the music is doing all that, you're not feeling it. The drinks suck, but you keep drinking it anyway. And then it's like tomorrow, Tomorrow is when the music stops, but that pounding is still in your head. Tomorrow is like the hair, you know, the cool air hits you, and it's like, I drank too much yesterday. I feel like crap today. I feel like because on a day like today, we're just mindlessly consuming. We're mindlessly avoiding some things about ourselves. But then when we get to Tuesday tomorrow, we'll feel it. We'll feel it. We'll definitely feel it. But when it comes to today, a lot can come up around the home, the family. A lot can come up around the home and the family, or just romantic relationships. But when it comes to what's coming up, like I said, when it comes to today's energy, today doesn't even feel like a typical Monday, moon day anyway, because our emotions, our inner world is just not allowing ourselves to really tap into our emotions. And when it comes to the spirit animal, we have the snake energy coming out. And the way the snake energy came out, it first came out in the reversal position. But with the snake energy coming out for today being a spirit animal guidance to us, the snake is bringing me to having a hard time making sense of all the information that's presented. So it's like today you could find yourself meddling in places you have no business, diving through certain information. And I say meddling places you have no business. First, you have to know yourself to know what's your business and what's not your business. And for me meddling in places that I have no business is me coming to a realization of how certain content is depleting of my energy. Me coming to the realization of that certain things just ain't for me and why they're not for me. And you could know that, but then today you find yourself meddling into those things. And it's like, to me, consuming mindless information, consuming information that's pointless. But I guess every day we can't be like soldiers and, you know, consuming this for this reason, that and the next. To me, I guess today's just one of those days where it's like we give ourselves a break to me, it's just surrender, allowing yourself to do whatever it is without judgment. And I'm not talking about everything and anything, but when it comes to say, you know, I guess today could be, what do you call, like, you know how you'll have like a sick with pay day? It's like today could be a day where it's like you give yourself, it's like a cheat day if you need it, is how it feels. Because it's like, it's Monday and it doesn't feel crazy emotional like how Mondays normally would. But to me, it's because it feels numb, like numb to the emotions, not wanting to acknowledge the emotions, not wanting to feel the emotions. And I feel like along with that, when it comes to conversation and information, you know, not wanting to consume anything of substance. Like I said earlier, the moon is in Sag still, and it's being squared by Mercury conjunct the sun, and the sun conjunct Saturn, all in Pisces, Neptune conjunct Mercury, all in Pisces. So when it comes to reflection and introspection, that's the last thing that we really want to deal with today. To me, today feels like more engaged in the physical realm, more engaged in the flesh, more engaged in the material aspect of things. So this is where someone's scrolling through social media or just on the internet, and all of a sudden you can't help but to feel like, you know, you're looking at where you are in relation to someone else and just feeling really awful about where you are in relations to them or that person or whatnot. But, you know, that's just how it is. And also too, on a day like today, you could find yourself wanting to fix something that's not broken. And I pay close attention to myself whenever I find myself getting ready to wanting to make major changes, and reflect on how did I come about wanting to make that change. An example of that I'll give is, okay, so the best example I could give in this moment is I think about me learning how to trade and trading. And today, you know, I could have a bad day trading, but it wasn't because like anything of the market. It was because I didn't follow my rules. I didn't follow my rules and things didn't go well. And then later in the evening, I find myself questioning, moving on from my strategy or moving on from the financial instrument that I'm trading. And it's like, you didn't have an issue with the financial instrument today. Your issue came about because of like you not following the rules. So that could look like, you know, someone deciding today that I hate this house, I want to move out. The house didn't do nothing to you, like, or I would have chopped my hair off. Your hair didn't do anything to you. Like, instead, address the issue. And that's something that I used to get so frustrated about in the salon, but there was nothing I could have done and instead keep it to myself. Meaning, women will come to get their hair done and wanting to make the most drastic changes because of something else going on in their world. And it was my job to make sure that I'm dealing with someone who's ready for the change that they said they've come for, and instead isn't inspired by something they saw on social media, number one, and then an issue in their life that needs to be addressed. I remember this one client I had in LA, and she had hair down to here, and her hair was super curly and it was beautiful. And she came in and requested a taper cut, like chopping all her hair off super low. And when she came in and said what she wanted, of course, she brought a picture of some social media girl that she considers to be a baddie. And so automatically she's mesmerized by this person's image, but she's not even seeing how that is going to look on her. She's just focused on outside of herself on that person. So by the time I get done asking her questions, she ended up leaving with her, you know, I straightened out her hair to trim her ends and treat her hair because she realized that she really didn't want that cut. And that cut, she didn't want that cut. And that cut didn't complement her profile. Like, that cut didn't complement her profile. And by the end of our consultation, she thanked me because she really didn't want her hair like that. She was more obsessed with that person and the lifestyle of that person, and thinking maybe through a haircut she's going to become that when she has some stuff over there that she needs to focus on first. So to me today, it could be that kind of vibe where it's like you made up your mind that you don't like your car, or you don't like this, or you don't like that, or you're going to go back to school, which is great. You could never go wrong from adding value to yourself through educating yourself. But you might jump into a certain decision, and the decision that you're making isn't coming from the right place. It's coming from a place of frustration that you're taking out on something that has nothing to do with it. So with the snake card coming out today, it just brings me to one of those days where we'll find ourselves consuming more junk information than anything. And that's okay. Just don't make any major decisions from today's mindset and where you're placing your attention. As always, for me, Monday should be a day of self-care. Monday should be the day where we spend more time with ourselves if we can. It's the day that, you know, we got to be intentional when it comes to bathing ourselves, feeding ourselves. You know, Monday is a day that deals with nurturing and mothering, and we have to be more intentional when it comes to ourselves and how we care for ourselves. But when it comes to today's energy, it more feels as if we are operating in cruise control today, as our focus will be outside of ourselves and focusing on the world and ourselves in it. So like I said, when it comes to today could be a day where you easily overlook how hard you work or how much you've achieved, and completely dismiss that and put what someone else is doing on a pedestal, and even allow that to influence you making decisions that once you make them, you can't easily step away from them so easily. Such a pleasure sharing this message with you. If you'd like to book a natal chart awareness coaching session with me, or check out my exclusive contents only available on Patreon, along with becoming a part of the monthly meetup group, the link to book with me and to check out Patreon are both within the description box below. Before you go anywhere, please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a white heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.